Paultons Park may be 200 miles away from home, but on Friday the 7th of May 2021, it was finally time to make the journey and visit the park for the first ever time. Paultons Park opened in 1983, but it has to be said that developments at the park in the past 10 years are what have given us all plenty of reasons to pay attention to this park. In that time they have opened their Peppa Pig themed area, the Lost Kingdom, and as recently as last month, Tornado Springs. In today's video, I'll be reviewing Paultons Park on the back of my visit on May the 7th, 2021. I did consider filming a vlog, but I had to pick between walking around the park talking into the camera or getting footage of the park which I could later narrate over. I have chosen the latter because I believe it gives a better representation of the park, rather than just seeing me talking about it without the footage to back it up. There'll be POVs with the real audio too, so it's not just a narrated video here. It has to be said that Paultons Park is a well-kept theme park. There's plenty to see and take in, even if you're not visiting to hammer the rides all day. The gardens around the park are lovely, and it has to be said that the park is very well kept. It's so clean. Honestly, it's spotless. I have never seen a park looking as fresh and polished as Paultons Park. It's little surprise they are voted as one of Europe's best theme parks on a yearly basis. We started our visit by heading over to Tornado Springs, the new area of the park. Tornado Springs features 8 new rides and experiences, including a max spinning coaster and a Zamperla gyro swing. Tornado Springs is set to a Midwest desert resort town in the American heyday of the 1950s. So let's stop the talking for a minute and take a look at Storm Chaser, the Mack Ride's spinning coaster. Here we go on Storm Chaser, first ride at Paultons Park. There we go. Alright, that. Nice.
Quite intense. Helix is quite intense.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good.
Nice little family coaster, that.
Please take care.
Storm Chaser's layout is referred to as the Sierra Sidewinder layout on RCDB. It's the third coaster to have the layout that it has. The original is at Knott's Berry Farm, with the other at IMG Worlds of Adventure, which is known as Spider-Man Doc Ock's Revenge. Like most Mack Rides roller coasters that I've been on, Storm Chaser gets better and more intense as the day goes on. However, getting on the second train of the day certainly wasn't a bad thing, as it was fun, thrilling, and was very intense through its helix. It's a perfect fit for the area. It's a quality family attraction with the theming excellently executed. I managed to get 4 rides on Storm Chaser, but in truth, I could have done 44. The park was very quiet. The dispatch times were under a minute each time I went on Storm Chaser, and I could see that when I was in the air gates too. There was no messing around and the ride was dispatched quickly every single time. It's good to know that Storm Chaser does have 2 trains too, which will help move in the queues during the busier times.
So before takeoff, please listen to
Tornado Springs also has Cyclinator, a Zamperla gyro swing. From an off-ride perspective, it looks very good, but surely it's not going to take the crown as the UK's best flat ride, is it?
Don't know.
Now hold on tight while we kick
There we
It
go.
feels like it's got a bit of inside.
It does.
There we go. Just got another click. Oh! Wow, that is forceful. Oh yeah, there we go. Wow. Jeez. I think we have a contender for best flat ride in the country. What are we doing? That is very, very, very good. It's smoky good. Yeah, it is. Super. In one of our recent vlogs, we said that the UK needs more gyro swings, and Paultons Park have delivered with theirs. It is quite possibly the best flat ride we have in the country now. It's intense, airtime filled, and exactly the type of ride I'd love to see built all over the UK. Something to know though, there is not much headroom when the restraint comes down, so make sure you keep your head back as the harness comes down. And the restraints do sit very tightly. However, this didn't restrict the airtime or the fun I had on this excellent ride. It does have to be said that we didn't do all of the attractions in Tornado Springs. We're not the target audience for some of the attractions, and in future I'll be revisiting the park with Becca and our son Charlie, and we'll experience some of the smaller rides then. Following on from Tornado Springs, we headed over to the Lost Kingdom, which is the second newest area of the park, which features a Vekoma family suspended coaster and a Vekoma family boomerang coaster. Solid attractions to the park and the kind of coasters that are very popular with a family audience. Also in this area is one of the older coasters at the park, which is Dino Chase. Flight of the Pterosaur is the suspended Vekoma coaster, which is what we did first in this area. Velociraptor
is the Vekoma Boomerang, and the 2 times that I went on this, I was the only person on it, which is an indication of how quiet the park was. It's another solid family coaster, and it's easy to see why these are so popular throughout theme parks all over the world. Much like Tornado Springs, the Lost Kingdom area feels fresh, modern, and is very well kept, once again, spotless. It has a good soundtrack too, and I like the use of the animatronics throughout the area. I was getting Jurassic Park vibes the whole time. It's a very well presented area, and one of the best themed areas in any park that we have here in the United Kingdom. As well as Tornado Springs and the Lost Kingdom, Paultons Park has the award-winning Peppa Pig themed area, and 2 other family-focused areas too, in Crittle Creek and Little Africa. Admittedly, we spent little to no time in these areas, but they will be covered in a future video at this park when I visit the park with Becca and Charlie, and not with a thrill-seeking friend. The next area we headed to is where Cobra is, the park's Gerstlauer bobsled roller coaster, which opened in 2006. I remember seeing all the coverage of this coaster on Coaster Force back during its construction and in its first season. It's one of the smoother Gerstlauer coasters I've ever been on, and it's quite a thrilling coaster too. Packs in some classic Wild Mouse vibes with some good drops, all whilst being a family-friendly roller coaster. In this area there's also a drop tower, which looks to be one of the SBF Visa tower rides similar to the recently opened Croc Drop at Chessington. One last ride I'd like to mention is the Raging River Ride Log Flume, a Revercon log flume with the standard layout. It wouldn't be a PB video without some log flume action, would it? So here's some clips from the POV.
Here we go on a log flume. It's been a long time. Could not do a Pleasure Beach experience video at a park without coming on a log flume. Now, I'm not sure this is a good idea before a 4-hour drive home, but there we go. Mildly moist, unsurprisingly. Bit too close to comfort, that was. Here we go. Finish round the corner, and I am going to get wet. You just know it's coming. Moist. Sure? Yeah, might as well.
Interestingly, Paultons Park look to have a lot of room for expansion, and not just in the areas in shot right now. I'm not going to judge on what they should and shouldn't do going forward, because they're clearly a very successful theme park. But it does have to be said that I think a Mack water coaster here, and maybe a family wooden roller coaster, would be the perfect additions to an already excellent family theme park. So to summarise, Paultons Park is a must-visit theme park in the UK. With its 6 roller coasters and a large number of family attractions suitable for children aged from their early teens to as young as a toddler, there is something for every family at this theme park. We could have quite easily done more rides, but as 2 adult thrill seekers, we stuck to what we went to the park for.
Firstly, the coasters, and secondly, the other thrill ride attractions available. I will definitely be visiting this park again in the future with Becca and Charlie, and we'll take the time to explore all of the appropriate attractions for our group at the time, as well as giving Becca the time to do the coaster creds. There's something for us all to do, and the park will need everyone's support going forward if they're going to continue to invest into the park like they've been doing in the last 10 years. The future for Paultons Park is bright, and I'd like to wish them all the best for the remainder of the 2021 season, and of course, the future beyond that too. Just before I wrap up, I want to say thank you to all of the staff who made us feel welcome, and who stopped us for a chat too. If you have previously visited Paultons Park, please share your opinions of this park in the comments section below, and any video feedback is welcome too. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.